Libra, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Libra, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Just wanted to tell you guys that I am definitely praying for everyone out there. Really try to keep calm and be peace and just like really have patience, okay, for everything that's going on. All right, so let's do this, you guys. Let's do this. All right. All right, Spirit, this is for Libra for their highest good. See what's going on in Libras. For Libras. Two cards, please. Wow. All right. So they say choosing your path, all is possible. Definitely. I feel like right now that you are trying to make decisions on trying to go in a different way, different path. Just remember that anything is possible. All is possible is what they're saying. So, if you want to do something different, it's time to do it. Oh, and look at this. And then you have valiant courage. Take action with passion. So, yeah, take a leap of faith. Just step out of the box. Take a chance on things that you want to do. The time is now to do it. Wow, nice. All right, so let's do this. Put this here and put my cards right here. All right, Libra, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Whenever you see, or any reading of mine that you see will be the right time, whether it's an old reading or an updated reading, whenever you see it, it's the right time for you to see it, because that's how you get the messages. Okay, so here we go. Whew. This is going to be for Libra, Spirit, Libra, Libra, Libra. One for the current. One for the situation. Wow. One for the past. One for what's hidden. One for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. Wow. Interesting. All right, so Libra, let's go here. Hopefully you can see all the cards, you guys. All right, so, so you do start off with the Three of Swords. Maybe you've been very emotional. Maybe you've been feeling a lot. You could be going through some kind of heartbreak, or just a hurt, or just being depressed or lost, sadness. You also have the Five of Cups for the situation. The situation is talking about you having some kind of regret, regretting about the things that have happened in the past. Remember that we can't turn time back, okay? That you have to keep continuing to go forward no matter what, okay? Things have been said, It's only you can, go back and say, I don't want it like this, I can change it, things like that. But other than that, you need to let go of the past, okay? I feel like you have a regret about any decisions that you made. Could have been a grief, could have been a loss, something was here that's making you feel like that. You have the Ten of Cups for the past. The Ten of Cups is talking about divine love, having harmony in your life, having that inner happiness with family, being content, We have the Three of Wands here. You're making plans. You're ready to go forward. You're preparing for something. There's progress here. You're moving forward. I also feel like there's could be some kind of overseas opportunities, or just opportunities in general coming towards you. I feel like there's traveling here also for some of you guys. You do have the Lovers card. The Lovers for the hopes and fears. The Lovers is talking about, maybe a choice or a decision that you're trying to make. That you and some other person that's in your life, you have that strength if you put yourself together, talk it out, communication, stuff like that. I feel like there's harmony here. I feel like, but definitely more of a choice. I'm sorry. You are very divinely guided. You didn't know you are. You have the Six of Wands here. Six of Wands is talking about, being recognized for all the hard work that you've been doing, Um, I feel like also too, like, I feel like you just got to be careful because I feel like people could be looking at your Facebook or your media, social pages, because you're being recognized. People see you in a different way, but you definitely have success here. You do have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is talking about taking control of everything that you're doing in your life. Start taking control of it. Have the courage to finally move forward, and take care of these challenging situations or obstacles that are in your way. You are very career focused. They want you to be more career focused. And then you have the Queen of Wands down here for the outcome, and the Queen of Wands is talking about finding your courage, finding, that zest for life, like living in the moment, like not letting anything steal your light. And also too, I feel like you need to not worry about what anybody thinks. Just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Just keep going and living your life. So let's see what's going on, Libra. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Libra spirit. Libra, Libra, Libra. Let's see what's going on. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Why is a Three of Swords here for Libra? One more card. Wow. All right. So, oh, my goodness. Okay. So, okay, so you do have the Three of Swords here, and the Three of Swords is made you sad in some kind of way. There was a lot of arguing. There's been a lot of frustration. There's been a lot of, just something that has come up and made you mad, made you upset. I feel like there was another person involved, or it could have been about another person. Also, is what they're saying, but definitely you have a lot of frustration and you're very upset about something here. I feel like you really need to start taking care of yourself because you're trying really hard to do everything. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very loving. She can be very loving when she wants to. She can be very caring, but one thing that she does not do is take care of herself. She tries to multitask everything, her work, her family, her finances, everything. And this is reflecting you, saying that, hey, this is you, like the Queen of Pentacles. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female, you're the Queen of Pentacles. She's abundant. She knows how to bring in her finances. She knows how to make things grow, how to make things, nourish, flourish. They want you to start taking care of yourself more, and I do feel like there is like some kind of abundance trying to come in for you, but you're mostly, I feel like it's not that there's abundance. I feel like there's more of this anger that's getting in the way, because it seems like you have a lot in your life, but yet you're still very angry. You're still very upset over something. You have the Five of Cups here, and why is the Five of Cups here? I feel also too that you just need to take care of yourself. Just start taking care of yourself no matter what. Okay. Could also have somebody around you that's pregnant also. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so my first card out for you guys for the situation was, you have the Five of Cups, right? You have the Five of Cups again, and it's in two different tarot decks in the same position. So I'm going to tell you right now that you are very much in your mind. You're really overthinking about a lot. Let me get one more card, Spirit. Wow. All right, so you're really thinking about a lot. There's a lot of regret here. There's a lot of disappointment. There's a lot of loss and grief. Even just a lot of like, you wish you could turn back time. You're really overthinking a lot. And also too, I feel like, you want so many things, but yet you're still in this mode, the Five of Cups is talking about like you're seeing everything that's been going wrong. You're not seeing anything that is actually good. There's two cups behind me that are full, that are standing up straight, that have opportunities that are there for you, but yet you're still looking at the downfall of everything. You know, the hurt, the frustration, the sadness, the regret. And they want you to leave that. They want you to really try to your best to leave it, because there's no sense in staying in it. There's no sense in it. You know, it's done, it's happened. You got to keep moving on. And like I said, you know, you can only fix it. If you feel like you need to go back and fix, you know, the choice or the situation, whatever it is, you know, then by all means do it. But remember, you can't turn back time. You can't. And you got to leave that back. You got to leave it behind. You do have 555 here, so there is change. Okay, so there's changes coming in. You know, this isn't the only, you're not just going to feel like this, but there's a lot of things that are going to change. So be ready. You do have the Page of Cups here. I feel like you're going to get unexpected news, maybe some kind of news that's going to leave you sad. But there's just definitely some kind of news here arriving. I feel like you need to really be open, you know, because there's opportunities around you and you're just not seeing, you're not focusing. I feel like you really need to, you know, pay attention, use your intuition. And you have the Ten of Cups here. The Ten of Cups is talking about, you know, there was in the past, there was a lot of harmony and happiness here, you know, and that's all you want is just to be happy. But, you know, there was like, you know, family together, there was children, there was, you know, and this is something that you had and you wanted, but now it's in the past. Okay. You do have the Three of Wands here. And why is the Three of Wands here? You know, a lot of things happen, you guys. A lot of things happen. Trust me. I'm in the same particular boat. I'm going through a lot right now, you know, and it's like, wow, you know, but you have to keep going no matter what. You have to. Okay. All right. So you have the Three of Wands here, and you got the Hermit card, and you have the King of Cups. So like I said, you know, the Three of Wands is talking about, you know, moving forward, making plans, you know, traveling, you know, maybe that's what you were doing or about to do. You know, you start having patience, because I feel like you have a fresh start here. I feel like there is a new cycle that you're in right now, but you're not looking at anything. You're more into this frustration, this anger that you still hold on to. You know, there's a lot of positive things coming in, but yet you're not really seeing them. You do have the the King of Cups. The King of Cups is asking you to try to balance your emotions on how you're feeling about everything, because it does show here that you're very upset. You're still upset about everything that has happened. You still have that regret. They're asking you to try to really, you know, really keep your emotions balanced. You know, don't go and take it out on somebody that's never even done anything to you, or don't go and take out your frustration on your kids or your family or whatever. Don't take it out on them, because it has nothing to do with them. You know, you just got to just keep your emotions very balanced. You know, you're the kind of person that everybody wants to go to, but if you're in a different way, and if you're in sad or you're mad, people stay away from it, because they automatically see the reflection on your face and how you're acting. Because, you know, before you're like the light here and this, but when you're frustrated or you have all this loss and regret, it's, you know, you see it right off the bat. So just remember that. You also have the Hermit card, and the Hermit card is talking about really trying to clear your mind, really trying to go within, and really trying your best to get away from all that. You need it. You need that time. You know, go for walks, work out, you know, meditate. You know, it may seem funny to some people that I can't do that, sit on the ground and just be silent. But you don't know until you do it, because it helps a lot. Even just breathing, you know, taking deep breaths for a while, just trying to listen to good music by yourself, you know, that helps a lot also. So then you have the Lovers card here. And why is the Lovers card here for Libra? Wow, definitely good. So you do have the Page of Swords with the Lovers card and the Four of Wands. So with the Lovers card, like I said, you know, you have a really good connection with someone there that you have close to you, which is really nice. But I also feel like with the Lover's card, I feel like you need to have better communication. Really talk to the other person. Communicate better. I feel like you need just to trust the process of everything that's going on. I also feel there's also a decision that you could be making. Also, you have the Page of Swords here. And the Page of Swords is talking about again communicating better, seeing the truth before you say anything. Like really speak your truth, see the truth in things before you start talking about anything, and that's what they're telling you. Okay. I feel like you could also be learning something new. I feel like you're very curious about you wanting to learn something different. Could be for your career also. You do have the Four of Wands here, and I feel like there is celebration coming through. I feel like you're moving forward. You're wanting to move forward, and it's going to happen. But you got to get out of this mode right here. It reflects a lot on you. But you are definitely trying to move forward. You have the Six of Wands here for what you need to do now. And why is the Six of Wands here? One more card. Wow, nice. And you have another Five of Pentacles here. Wow. Okay. So you are very recognized. You're being recognized for all your hard work and your efforts. Also, I feel like somebody is looking at you in your social media. So really be careful on that. What you post, what you do. Okay, because I don't know. People see things. I don't know. And then you have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups is talking about there could be a new person arriving in your life. Doesn't have to be a love interest, but for some of you guys, it is going to be a love interest. I feel like you are starting something new. There's going to be a lot of new projects. I feel like you're going to start feeling better, because this Five of Pentacles, it shows here that you're still very hurt, right? But it's temporary, and it's up to you to move forward, okay? Because you do have everything, Libra. You have what you want. You have the finances. You have the love. You have the support. But you're still angry, and you need to try to overcome that. I feel like for a lot of you guys, if you feel like you're lacking finances, I feel like it's just temporary, and you will receive what you want. I feel like you need to get out of this mode, though. I feel like you've just been very hurt, by things. So then you have the King of Wands, and why is the King of Wands here for Libra? From my card. Wow. Wow, look at that. You have the Six of Wands again. So, you're definitely be careful with everything. Find your self-confidence to do the things that you need to resolve every situation that you're going through. Okay, really deal with all the loose ends, the situations, the obstacles that you're going through, because it is affecting you in a hard way. I feel like you're being recognized. I feel like you have a lot of support from friends and family. You're a role model. But you just need to get back to be a leader. Being that person that knows how to handle things, knows how to deal with everything. Because right now you're not. I feel like you're trying to overcome everything really quick, and you're just not really seeing that. Yeah, you can just walk away, but you really have to start dealing with everything that is happening. I feel like things are going to be starting to move quickly for you. I feel like there is sudden change here. Big change is coming in, so be ready. And I feel like things are going to start moving very fast. I feel like there is some kind of success here for you also. And there is definitely some kind of news, some messages that is going to come in, that is trying to come into you, so be aware of that. Also, really pay attention to them, okay? Trust your intuition also. You have the Queen of Wands here for the outcome, and why is she here? One more card. Wow. So you also have the Ace of Swords. So there is that new beginning here. There's a new cycle here that's here, but you need to get out of this mode. You really need to get out of this frustration, this sadness. You really do. Try your best, okay? You do have the Knight of Wands here. Changes are coming in, so be aware of that. With the Knight of Wands, I do feel like maybe you just don't want to deal with things, right now. I feel like you try your best to, you're going through all this, but at times you just don't want to deal with it. Like, you just don't want to open that door to it. You rather it go away on its own than be committed to trying to clear it. And I feel like you just really need to see the truth in something. There's something here that you need to see, that that is the truth. Okay, that is like whatever you're thinking, it's not what it is. It's something here, that there is a truth here that you need to see. Okay, so it's like, really see it, really take the time to deal with all this. Okay, because there's something there that they want you to see. I also feel with the Knight of Wands that definitely the change is coming. I feel like for you not to do things on an impulse. I feel like there is going to be breakthroughs for you. I feel like you're gonna have clarity and sense, and you're gonna have that moment where you're gonna be like, oh, okay, now I understand. I feel like you need to find your courage and just live in the moment and have that zest for life. Be determined to get up and leave this frustration, to leave this anger, to leave this sadness, because you need to. Okay, because when you're in that mode, you're not thinking right, you're not feeling right, you're feeling like everything has just come down on you, and you just need to leave that. Remember that things are going to change. Okay, there's a lot of change coming in, but I feel like you just need to be careful when you're making decisions. Also, don't rush on anything. All right, so Libra, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.